Hey guys, Eydin Hansen here with Umarex. Just like this classic Willys, or Willis Jeeps, depending on what you call it, Ruger 1022 has been around since the 60s. Now we have the pellet gun version, and this thing is actually really cool. So it starts out with CO2, powered by CO2, shoots a 177 grain pellet. You can start by loading the CO2 cylinders in the back, and they'll actually load the way that we load the cylinders. They will actually load just like this as we load them into the rifle. So what you do back here, you just take your thumb, there's a slot on here like a screwdriver, but you can actually just take your thumb, put it on there and turn it, and this whole butt plate comes off. Inside the butt plate is actually the Allen key that you'll need. Place it just right here. And this takes a while, guys. You're gonna have to keep unscrewing. Pulls it out. You can see it's concave. Take one here, drop it nose first. And then the second one. Go ahead and set this one down inside there. Then after that, you place this right back in place. Tighten it back down. And it's snug. And you don't have to crank this thing all the way down. You just have to keep it snug. All right, so we got it snug down. Place the butt plate up here. Pointing side goes down towards the bottom, and there's a little slot inside if you can see that. Place this right in the slot. Put that on there, then turn this back. On top of the 1022, you also have 4 screw holes. So you can put your plate on there so you can mount yourself an optic. So if you don't want to use the standard flip up sight or flip down sight, you can flip it down out of the way, get your optic plates, mount your optic right on top, you're good to go. Standard action is the same way you would charge a normal 1022, which is kind of nice. And then on top of that, safety's in the exact same spot. So we push it back on here. We want to make sure that it's on safe. Down below, we have the magazine. So we go ahead and disconnect and get the magazine out of here. And then after that, you just take and push this lever forward, pull the magazine right out of the bottom. Set the gun down. There's a lever right here on the side of the magazine. You just pull this back and out comes the magazine. From this point here, I'm just going to go ahead and load them up. Stack them right in top. Another way you can do is just set them all down there and then go through and actually press them down all in there once you guys get them all put in place. And if you don't just want one magazine, you can always buy extra magazines, have them loaded up, so when you're heading out, you're fine. So at that point, I got them all sticking up. All I'm gonna do is take my finger, just press them all down into place. They're ready to go. Place it back into the magazine cell, slide that forward, it's ready to go. Pop it back in the rifle, and we're ready to go. Let's go shoot some cans. All right, so I got 4 cans set up here and a big coffee can sitting right on top. Just like when we were a kid, I'm gonna try to pick those cans off the fence. This thing's tons of fun, it's semi-auto. One thing I need to mention is while you're shooting this thing, so when you do the first cock that you do here, on the rifle, that trigger pull is a little bit lighter. So if you want to lighten up that trigger pull, maybe you're teaching your child, something like that, if you want to have that trigger pull be a little bit lighter rather than the long double action style pull, just go ahead and pop that back each time after you shoot, and it'll lighten up that trigger pull for you. All right, so let's get some fun. Pull one more time. All right, so it just made a different sound than it did when it actually had pellets in it, and that's when I know it's out. Now it's just time for me to reload. Kind of my last look at this thing. The fit and finish on this thing feels just like a Ruger 1022. Magazine, everything feels real for this. The way it fits up against your shoulder as you're aiming it, fantastic. And I do like the fact that you charge it just like you do a regular 1022. You guys have to go out there and get it. It's a great place to start, great way to get your kids going, great for backyard fun. And not only that, you don't have to keep reloading. It's got a magazine in it. I love it. Hey, you guys take care. You guys keep slinging lead.